What's up, Fantasy Champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now, with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
Once a raider, bruh, always a raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.
What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? What is going on? What is going on? Give me 1 second here while I fix this camera. But we are here, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? What is going on? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another Las Vegas Raiders live stream. We are in the building. Happy April, y'all. It is the first week of April. It is April 8th, 2021. And we are in the building for some more Raiders talk. More Raiders talk. And, you know, it's been a day. I don't know if anybody watched the actual Richard Sherman. I don't know if y'all watched the actual Richard Sherman video that I put. Make sure y'all go check out that latest news on Richard Sherman, in my opinion on it. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit on the show today. So all the questions that's regarding Richard Sherman, I'm going to address it. But good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. What's going on? Let me shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to all the new members that have joined the Raider Nation member squad. If you have not joined the member squad, the join button is right next to the subscribe button on your desktop. Make sure you go check that out as well. Just to let y'all know, the Baby Trent t-shirts are out, ladies and gentlemen. The Baby Trent t-shirts are out. So if you want to get a Baby Trent t-shirt, the link is pinned in the comments. So I advise you to go get you a Baby Trent t-shirt as much as you can. So shout out to everybody on there. The Baby Trent t-shirts are out and they are on the website. Make sure y'all go copy you a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. Well, shout out to Souza, Eddie, Dell Jr., Nobody's Layer 21, Carlos, we got Derek Hazard, we got Navy Vet, we got Iverson Vlogs, we got Caleb Landry, Terrence L. Carey Jr., we got Ryan Robinson, Dell Jr., Icy Nate, Brian Scott for Life, our Raider Story. What is going on? What is going on? I saw them on IG. They are fire. What's up on lunch, bro? Perfect timing. Thank you, ISO Collie Stream. Thank you so much. Brian Rodriguez sent one to Trent Brown. I'm not sending it to Trent Brown just yet. I'm not sending it to Trent Brown until y'all actually support the Trent Brown t-shirt, man. Y'all asked for it. Is up there. Y'all asked for it is up there. I know it took me a little bit more time, but I'm telling you right now, I had to do it. I had to do it. Make sure y'all go check it out. The link is in the chat, y'all. The link is in the chat, or the link is in the description for the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts. Y'all definitely got to go get it. Y'all definitely got to go get it. I would love for y'all to go get the Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. It was pretty dope for me to see that, and I got the logo this morning, uploaded it to the Spotlight Sports Gear, and y'all have to go out and get that. Y'all got to go out and get that because that is amazing, amazing logo for the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts. But without further ado, I do want to get into before I start making calls and everything, before I start opening up the minds, I want to talk about Trent Brown. Not Trent Brown. I want to talk about, you don't see the link. If you look at the top, are you looking at it from your phone, Brian? Are you looking at it from your phone, Brian? Let me know, because if you are, then you have to go look at the top. If you see the blue link, I don't know if it's going to clear, but it's a blue link at the top. It's a blue link at the top. So if you see it, it's right there. Okay, you see it now? Okay. So definitely go cop you a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. It's officially done. And it's all good, though. It's all good. But before we get into anything, I want to talk about the video that I put out about Richard Sherman. And I wanted to talk about a few things going into the news. Richard Sherman situation. Now, I did say it's still a possibility for us to go get Richard Sherman. And I have no issues on going to get Richard Sherman. But this is my problem with the Raiders. This is my problem with the organization. Do not put all your eggs in one basket for Richard Sherman. Why are we playing the waiting game for Richard Sherman? I don't understand it. And so, yes, I love to go get him. He's a free agent, yes. But my question is, don't put all your eggs in one basket where we have veteran corners and veteran safeties still out there, still waiting for a team to sign them, while Richard Sherman wants to play it out till after the draft. You know what I'm saying? So think about this, y'all. Think about this. I don't know what Sherman's holding out for. I don't know why he's holding out. But don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I still feel like Richard Sherman can be a Raider. But if we wait out, right? If we wait out and put all our eggs in one basket, and all these corners like AJ Abuye just went to the Carolina Panthers, where we could have picked him up instead of Richard Sherman. That's just me. It's more talent out here outside of Richard Sherman, and I think we're just banking on one player, and we shouldn't. We shouldn't bank on one player where you have corners and safeties that's willing to be signed on a 1-year deal and take the minimum until next year's salary cap comes up. That's just my opinion. I did say, yeah, it's a possibility, don't get me wrong, but what if we wait that long for a Richard Sherman, right? And he don't even come to the Raiders. Then what? That means we waited all this time till after the draft, because it did say, according to RaidersWire.com, it does say that that he's going to be looking to sign a contract between May and June. Why are we waiting that long? I'm sorry, but we have too many corners like Clinton Dix, Trey Boston. They keep saying that he went to the Washington football team, but I have not seen any confirmation of him going to the Washington football team. I'm just tired for the Raider Nation wanting somebody, and we're just waiting on it. I'm tired of waiting on it. So anybody else that wants to wait on it, it's fine. But me, I don't think it's a money thing with Sherman. I don't think it's a money thing. He doesn't have a lot of teams are not reaching out to Richard Sherman. That's the part I'm not understanding. That's not the part I'm not understanding. A lot of teams are not reaching out to him for his services. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And I feel like we're just wasting our time. We are wasting our time trying to get a guy that, knowing darn well he probably don't even come here. The cap is under $3 million. And they talking about the Raiders should go out and reconstruct Darren Waller's contract. I wouldn't even touch Darren Waller's contract. I wouldn't even touch it. Yes, to extend Derek Carr. Yes, do you extend Derek Carr and help out the cap space? Yeah, I wouldn't mind extending Derek Carr, but what I'm not going to do is restructure Darren Waller's contract for Richard Sherman. I'm not doing that. As a Raiders fan, as a Raiders player, and as a Raiders organization, I will not do that. I won't. So that is what the cap looking like. Just to let y'all know, for all the 39 people that just came in, shout out to Ryan, shout out to Michelle Ragsdale, shout out to Dwayne. Just to let you know, the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts are there. The link is in the bio. The link is in the description, and the link is at the top of the comments. If you're looking at it from your phone, you will see the blue link at the top of the comments in here. Y'all will see it. So make sure y'all go get. Yeah, there was talks about Waller's contract. If you have not seen the video, of my Richard Sherman, is he still an option for the Raiders? I did put that out around 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. So the video already been uploaded before I went live. So yes, Waller should be paid more. Yes, Waller should be paid more. I don't know why they're trying to reconstruct his contract for a Richard Sherman. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Hold on, Mark. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I apologize for that. I apologize. I wanted to make it a little bit brighter in here. Thank you for the Baby Trent Brown links, Icy Nate. Thank you for the Baby Trent Brown, Icy Nate. I really do appreciate it. But I'm not really too big on Richard Sherman right now. And I think a lot of the Raider Nation is. I'm just not too big with him because I feel like there's so many other corners that we can get right now. And they want to sign right now. But I think we're just holding out for the draft and for him to be signed in May and June. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of what's going on, David Perez Jr. What's going on, David Perez? What's going on, D Guest? Just to let y'all know, for all the new people that's coming in, I'm gonna talk about that Shelby Silver Raider. I'm gonna talk about that. If y'all have not seen on the community post and you have not seen on the Instagram at Spotlight Raiders Talk, the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts are now available. The links are in the chat. The moderators will be putting the links in the chat for that. So make sure you go get you a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. We do have them in men's and we do have them in women's. As of right now, we don't have any other accessories for the Baby Trent Brown shirts, but right now it's just t-shirts. So make sure you go cop up on a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. My next jersey is probably going to be so I got a Brian Edwards, I got a Josh Jacobs, I got a Marshawn Lynch. I think I'm gonna get a Waller and a Derek Carr. Cowboys and Jets probably might be out on Sherman since they might just draft a QB. Well, the Cowboys just signed their safety Keanu O'Neal, right? They just signed Keanu O'Neal. Sherman wants to wait, and I think we shouldn't wait. Why we should wait on a guy that knowing that we have like a Clinton Dix can be another valuable player for us if Sherman does not come to the Raiders. I think we just waiting to see what he does, and I think the Raiders shouldn't wait. The Raiders should not wait. Hey, I just got here. If Barmore, Morrig, or Darisaw is there at 17, who would you take? I'm taking Morrig. I am taking Morrig at 17. Me personally. What's going on, Spotlight? Icy Nate, salute to you from Germany. Hey, for all the new people that came in, Icy Nate is going to put the link Icy Nate's going to put the link in the chat for the Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. So make sure y'all go check that out. But I'm kind of done talking about Richard Sherman. If he signs here, he signs here. If he don't, he don't. That's just where I'm at with it. I'm just talking. I'm done talking about it. So speaking of the new jerseys, right? though the new jerseys that I saw, the mock-up uniforms that Josh Jacobs approved, them all black uniforms are fire. When I don't know if y'all saw them on the Twitter, but let me see if I can share the screen. But those jerseys were, we need that as an alternate jersey, yo. We need those as an alternate jersey. That all black uniform was flames. It was so flames, y'all. Y'all don't understand. It was like, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up for y'all real quick. And y'all see this right here, man? Like, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up on y'all, man. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me stop this screen and pull it up on the Twitter exactly, because this was, oh my God, this jersey was fire. All right, let's try this now. Here we go. Chrome tab, boom. All right, do y'all see that? This is from Robert Robinson of Rob Graphics. He said, "Why? Yes, the Raiders should have an all-black option. So I decided to make one just to see how awesome it would be. Well, how good does my boy Josh Jacobs look? Raiders fans, let me know what you think. I love this here. I love this here as an alternate jersey. I love it. I think it's fire." And I think the Raiders should definitely go look into going to get a uniform like this for our Thursday night games. I think it should be for our Thursday night games. And it looks like a college uniform, but it doesn't even matter. Like, Josh Jacobs looked good in that actual. Oh my God, he looks amazing. He looks amazing. And just to let y'all know, there's with other pictures too inside of this. I'm gonna go to it real quick. Let me see if I could go to the tweets. If I can go to the tweets, I'm not too sure if I can. Let's see here, because this was flames. This was flames, and they had other alternate jerseys where we had the chrome helmets. Like, the chrome helmets was nasty. I don't know if they show me the quotes or not, but that black jersey is pretty damn sick. Look at this one right here with the chrome helmet. Oh my God, y'all cannot tell me the chrome helmet ain't fire. Y'all cannot tell me the chrome, man. I know we've been screaming this concept for years, man. And the Raiders, man, this is saucy right here. This is saucy right here. People fail to realize that this is so much of, this has to happen. The Raiders, I understand that our jerseys are legendary, and I still feel like we got some of the best jerseys in the league. But to add a chrome helmet, hey, Demon Child, Baby Trent Browns are here. The Baby Trent Brown t-shirts are here, man. The Baby Trent Brown t-shirts are here. They are here. Make sure y'all go click the link. And man, Icy Nate will be putting the link in the chat for y'all to purchase a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. But y'all cannot tell me this is not fire. This is not fire. Y'all can't tell me. We should bring it out if we play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Yes, I like Thanksgiving. How do I get one? Icy Nate is going to put one in the chat. He's going to put the link in the chat. So make sure you look out for Icy Nate's link to put in the chat. Man, this is fun. Like, I can't listen, this, I have to say, this shirt, like, this is all dope here. I really do love this. I really do love this jersey, but I really wanted to put that out there for y'all, the Raider Nation. I knew that y'all would love it. Because it's just so dope, man. Oh, cool. I'm getting it today. That's what's up. The best jerseys in the NFL? Absolutely. I am going to open up the phone lines early today as well, because I do want to interact with y'all. Trash, the Rams has better. Hey, Team YK, that's your opinion, bro. But I just feel like it's sick. Everybody loves it. Jonathan Abram and Jeff Heath as our safeties right now. Concerning to say at least. Yes, it is very concerning. It is very concerning. And please do not spam. Please do not spam in here. If you spamming, then you could go to another chat, man, because I got my moderators in here. Icy Nate, you know what to do. Icy Nate for Team YK. You know what to do, my brother. You know what to do. But shout out to everybody, man. Hey, Carlos, keep it clean in here, Carlos. Carlos, keep it clean in here, bro. Keep it clean. But let's get up with some more Raider news. As of right now, now they say is the Raiders are interested in targeting an interior offensive tackle in the NFL draft. Now it does say the Las Vegas Raiders need to help out at right tackle to trade, for Trent Brown, but they could be targeting an interior offensive alignment at the number 17 overall pick. It has been crazy offseason for the Raiders in terms of the last offensive line as they traded away three of their 5 starters in week 1 of the 2020 NFL season. Rodney Hudson, Gabe Jackson, and Trent Brown were all traded away for draft picks, leaving the team with question marks along the offensive line. Now, it does say for the past few years that the offensive line has been a strength of the team, bolstering a veteran leadership. However, with the trades this offseason, the Raiders are hitting the reset button in front of Derek Carr and have already made some solid moves to shore up them issues. Now, Nick Martin was added, hopefully to replace Hudson, and Denzel Good and Richie Incognito were both brought back on new deals. Still, issues remain in the 2021 NFL draft, and the team should be targeting the offensive lineman with the pick of number 17 overall. But the question is, what area of the offensive line would they address? So they're saying the Raiders tab into the interior offensive line in the latest mock draft. Now, a ton of recent mock drafts, the Raiders have been targeting offensive tackles, specifically Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State. Now, this sure would be the best case scenario for if Rashawn Slater or Christian Darrisaw fell to the Raiders, but Jenkins is an outstanding talent as well and could be starting right away at right tackle. But however, I can say this, we have seen a trend in the recent weeks that the Raiders are looking to an interior offensive alignment of Elijah Vera Tucker from USC. This is the kind of kid who definitely right away with the Raiders possibly moving Denzel Good out to right tackle. So it just might be how Mike Mayock feels about this move. But of course, the Las Vegas Raiders see improvement from Brandon Parker last season. But going into this season, he's a starting right tackle as of right now. Is a tough proposition to think about. Is he good enough to start at the NFL level, or is he just a depth piece? Regardless, the Las Vegas Raiders need more talent on the offensive line, and number 17 trending in that direction. That is according to justblogbaby.com. That is justblogbaby.com. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. If you have not got your Baby Trent Brown t-shirts, the link will be going on in the chat. So make sure y'all go check that out. St. Louis Rams, I heard of them. Share my spoon with the Bolt Rams. I try to forget them. Oaktown Down said trade back to 17 for more picks and pick up a safety Javon Howard or a guard or tackle Trey Smith. I think right now Trevor Morrig is the best safety in the draft. If we go get Javon Holland, we might get him in the second round because Javon Holland is more of a slot corner. He's not really a safety. He's more of a slot corner. Everyone, welcome and join the nation. Facts. Baby Trent Brown, yes. Baby Trent Brown, yes. The t-shirts are available, y'all. The t-shirts all available. So definitely make sure you go check it out. Make sure y'all go check it out. I am going to open up the phone lines earlier than expected. Javon Holland is terrible. That's what Medwin Ortiz says. Hey, I'm still looking up a lot of things with these players. I'm still looking up a lot. So make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If y'all this is your first time ever being at the YouTube page, we would suggest that y'all subscribe and hit the bell button and get the latest news in all Raiders news. But we're live with another stream, y'all. So if y'all have any questions for me, Mom, put them in the chat. What's good? Raiders need to go all in for Russell Wilson. What's good? I'm sorry. Russell Wilson is not leaving the Seattle Seahawks. So we're not going to get him. We're not going to get a Russell Wilson. So that's out. Oh my gosh, I just saw this shirt. It's awesome. I am buying the shirt after your live. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it, man. We need a right tackle and a free safety and a veteran corner as well. You are absolutely right, Jonathan. Yo, Slim, Raider Nation, always welcome fans. Facts. Don't forget to like this. Thank you, Navy Net. What's up, D? What's going on? I am going to order a shirt today. Thank you so much for the support. Really do appreciate the baby Trent Brown t-shirts. Really do appreciate it. I think LaMarcus Joyner ruined any opportunities for any future Rams coming into the nation. I disagree. I think Paul Guttner ruined it. Paul Guttner ruined it for trying to get us to recruit any other Ram to come here. Because Paul Guttner was a terrible defensive coordinator to a point where he just didn't he didn't set up success for them. He didn't set up success for those Rams players to come in, especially Corey Littleton and LaMarcus Joyner. I like Cisco. He looks like he's taller, like a taller Earl Thomas, but is his character like Earl Thomas? That is the question. Shout out to Brian Rodriguez for the $2 donation. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. When are you doing a mock draft? I will be doing a mock draft this weekend. I will be doing a live mock draft this weekend. It's going to be premiered. It's going to be premiered on Saturday. It's not going to be actually live, but it's going to be premiered on Saturday. I do have a mock draft coming for y'all, so definitely keep a lookout for it. Thank you for the $2 donation, though. I really do appreciate it, bro. The baby Trent Brown t-shirts are here. Let them know, Bernard. Let them know, Bernard. The baby Trent Brown t-shirts are here. And I don't understand why I'm only at 30 likes and we got about 80 people in here, man. Let's go. Let's get that up there, man. Let's get that up there. 30 likes and we got 80 people in here. Yo, Spotlight, who do you think have the most TDs and receiving yards for us in 2021? That's a good question, Ryan. That is a good question. The most TDs and receiving yards, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say Brian Edwards. I think Brian Edwards is going to come back a healthy year. He's going to be target in the red zone a lot. But if it comes down to like speed and getting over the top and we need a touchdown right then and there, it might be as far as the wide receiver position, but we all know Darren Waller is going to be our top touchdown in receiving yards. We all know that. But I want to go out on a limb and say Brian Edwards or Henry Ruggs. One of them two. 3 weeks and 21 days to the draft. Exactly, Bial. Is that a Cooper jersey? No, that is a Brian Edwards jersey. That is a Brian Edwards jersey. I bought that last year. That's a Brian Edwards jersey. Bernard Jr., good looking out. Thank you. Javon Holland is a beast. Horrible. LOL. Check the film, bruh. Heck, go sign Eric Reed. Or Clinton Dix. Listen, I think Javon Holland is a slot corner, but I just don't think he's a safety. I think it's a slot corner. I don't think he's a need in the draft at this moment. I don't think he's better than Trevor Moehrig. I think Trevor Moehrig is the best safety in the draft, in my opinion. I hate the autocorrect on my phone. About to hit the like button, brother. I have to head back to work. Stay safe and stay blessed. No problem, bro. No problem. Word in the locker room that players hated Guttner, especially Mad Max and Cleveland Farrell. I believe it. Hit that button, nation. Hit that like, y'all. Okay, so Michael Sanchez says, if we sign Sherman and if Micah Parsons is available at 10 to 12, we need to put something together to move up to get him that might afford us the luxury of rolling with Harris as safety. We might be able to draft a BPA instead of position. My thing about this, Michael Sanchez, Eric Harris is not coming back. So the next person up that's going to be in that starting safety spot is Jeff Heath. Do you want to keep Heath back there with a Jonathan Abram? I think we should go out and get a safety that could do it all. Just like, well, not just like Jonathan Abram, because we know he has bad cover skills, but that could be improved. But I feel like if Micah Parsons fall at 17, there's going to be a lot of players that fall. So it depends on what the Raiders really want to do with that pick. Who do I not want us to pick? I don't want us to pick a wide receiver. Don't pick a quarterback. Don't pick a wide receiver. Don't pick a running back. Don't pick none of that. Don't pick none of that. That's just my opinion. Don't pick a god darn thing when it comes to the offense. If it's offensive line. But don't pick up a wide receiver. Don't pick up a skill player. Definitely not. Definitely not. Our skill positions are set. We just need to address the right tackle position and solidify the secondary. That's it. Don't complicate things. Gruden and Michael, may I keep it simple? Facts. No, Heath is a special teams player. Right, Brian Rodriguez. He is a special teams player. What about JOK, MLB from Notre Dame to cover the tight ends? Yes, but I don't know if he's worth being number 17. That's my only issue. Is he worth being number 17? And that's my only issue with that. I don't know if I want to make him, number 17 pick where we know we need other needs outside of that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta think about that and what we're going to do there at that spot. We got to be very cautious about that spot. I heard the Raiders are leaning towards drafting Trevor Moehrig at 17 and Samuel Cosmi at 48. I wouldn't mind that. Now that I wouldn't mind. I love Samuel Cosmi, and I love Trevor Moehrig. I wouldn't mind doing that as first and second round picks. I'll be actually had with that. I want Kyle Pitts. I don't want Kyle Pitts. We don't need a tight end. That's the thing. We do not need a tight end. Yes, a fan call will be going on today. I will be opening up the lines a little bit early. Why is he the best safety? Moehrig? Because Moehrig can cover, he can tackle. He's just a complete safety, and he plays a cover 3 in college. He played cover 3 in college, and that's something similar to the Gus Bradley system. That's why I did like Trevor Moehrig. He's big, he's strong, he got good ball hands. He has a great IQ to go get the ball. He can tackle. Trevor Moehrig, that's why I consider him the best athlete in the draft when it comes to the safety position. I just think he's just great at what he does, and he stays within himself. He don't try to overdo himself and try to prove to anybody else that he can do this and do that. Now, if you put him at safety, I don't know if he's an NFL starter right now, but from what I've seen on tape, Trevor Moehrig he's a beast. He's a beast. We still need defensive players, right? Yes, Michelle. We still need defensive players. After Cosby Pro Day, I don't think he makes it to the 48th with many teams needing him. If he makes it to 48, I'm fine with that. I am fine if he makes it to 48. I'm absolutely fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. So make sure y'all hit that like button. We got 83 people in the chat with 48 likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Baby Trent Brown t-shirts are available, so make sure y'all cop up on the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts. They are available as we speak. All right, so let's see what other questions that we have in the chat. I feel Pitts is going to be a bust. I don't know if he's going to be a bust. It depends on what team that he's on. That's the thing. It depends on what team that he's on. Bradley was actually just quite successful for LA for the Chargers. If you look at the defense, was top 15, right? Yes. Just send Brian Edwards on a crossing route with someone being wide open. Just need the line for his job. All right, so I'm sorry about that. What's good, Spot? What's going on, Caden? What's going on? If Hooker gets caught and Arnett will go incognito. If you 8-man, I don't know what you mean by that, Chef. Every mock I do is going by 35th to 40 at least. Oh, wow. What do you think the Raiders' 3 biggest position needs? That's a good question. That's a good question. So the question is the big needs are corner, safety, and right tackle. They are the 3 positions that we need. Then right after the biggest 3 positions that we need, then is linebacker. Then is absolutely linebacker. So I can't. I don't know why everybody is trying to call me today. Like knowing that I am doing a show right now. What player you would not pass up on if they fell to 17? Trevor Moehrig. Trevor Moehrig, or if Trevor Moehrig is gone, if Rashawn Slater is there at 17, which I highly doubt, Rashawn Slater, if he falls to 17 and Trevor Moehrig is already off the board, then I will go with Slater or possibly Darrisaw. It's a lot of options that could fall to that 17 spot. Show the love to the Raider Nation. Hit that thumbs up. If you 8-man in your car, what do you mean about that, Ryan Robinson? What do you mean by that? Why wasn't it top 10 or top 5? It had the talent. Because the talent was hurt. Like Melvin Ingram was hurt. Derwin James was hurt. Joey Bosa was hurt. A lot of those players were hurt. So A lot of that defense was hurt. So Gus Bradley had to do what he had to do to put the best players in when your best players are out. When you have two Pro Bowl edge rushers like a Bosa and a Melvin Ingram, and both of them are hurt with your top guy, Derwin James, and Casey Hayward was kind of nicked up at sometimes too. What can you really do? You got to work with the next man up. So you got to think about it in that sense. Ruggs does look like he put in a good 5 or 10 pounds of muscle. It does look like that. It does look like that. First round players usually start. Rookie safeties get torched. Don't sign Morig. Y'all gotta fail to realize that y'all said the same thing about Jonathan Abram. Y'all said the same thing about him. And look at him. I think you have to play to get the experience. Even if you're a rookie or not, you still need to play to get the experience and learn from your mistakes as a rookie. But keeping a rookie just out, sitting on the sideline and just getting reps in practice, it doesn't do nothing. He needs the live gameplay, in my opinion. Free safety, corner, and right tackle in that order. I finally agree on something. LOL, Gruden went and passed up on Devontae Smith or Waddle. LOL, we're definitely set at Waddle, but Gruden is just like Jerry Jones. Facts, Oaktown down. Facts. If we get a defensive end in the draft, who would you want? The guy from Notre Dame, Jeremiah. I don't know, JOK, if y'all can say it. JOK, because he's an edge rusher. I wouldn't mind getting him. He'd be the only defensive end that I'll probably want. That's the only one that the NFL scouts really talk about at this moment. How did you become a Raiders fan, H-Town Slim? I became a Raiders fan by going to the West Coast on the summertime. In the summertime, I used to go to Oakland every single summer and see my uncles, my aunts, and my family that lives over there on the West Coast. And I was never an Eagles fan. I could never be an Eagles fan living in Philadelphia. I just could not bleed that green to save my life. And the more that I went over to the West Coast and visit my family, the more I became learning about the history of the Raiders when it was in Los Angeles, when it was in Oakland, and now in Las Vegas. And every time I played for a team, I wanted always to wear silver and black. And every team I played for was the Raiders. So me growing up, not really being from the West Coast, but going over there every summer and being a part of my family that are Raiders fans, it made me fall in love with the team. And I started to find my history and find everything I needed to know about being a Raider, being that commitment to the excellence, the history, the Hall of Famers, the icons that come through that organization. That's what made me fall in love with the Raiders. I'm not sure Raider Nation knows how little single high is Morig's tape, but they play split safety quarter at TCU. Actually on tape, Washington lines up at the deep safety and splits it there as much. I think Carr is going to have an MVP season next year. What do you think? It's a possibility he could have an MVP year, but the question is, we got to see what we're going to do with this offensive line, and what is this defense going to do to help him get over that hump? So John Gruden got to put him in the best. John Gruden got to put him in the best position at the time. You got to put him in the best position. Can you give props to Mikey Raider Knight? They are the GOATs of the Raider talk. Can you get them on the line? Yeah, I could get them on the live. I always respected Mikey Raider. That was one of the first Raider YouTubers that I found before I started doing this channel. Mikey Raider was one of the main ones. Before I known Raider Cody or any of those guys. No disrespect to them, but I just knew Mikey Raider from Twitter and never really got a chance to think about doing something with him. But I would love to do something with Mikey Raider whenever he's available. Make sure y'all tweet him out. If y'all see him on Twitter or on Instagram, tell him that Spotlight Raiders Talk doesn't mind doing any content with any Raiders YouTuber. It doesn't really matter to me, Sherman says he was signed after the draft. Do you think we sign our starting free safety after the draft also? Honestly, I'm just kind of done with Richard Sherman. I talked about it earlier in the show, and I'm kind of done with talking about Richard Sherman, in my opinion. I'm kind of over it when it comes to Richard Sherman. Carr, 4,700 yards, 34 touchdowns, 4 rushing TDs, MVP, take us to the promised land. Carr, shut the haters up. Okay, Ryan Robinson. Do you like that linebacker Bolton from Iowa? I think he's very underrated. He's very underrated, but the question is, they still trying to figure out where he's going to go in the draft. Is he going to be a first rounder or a second rounder? He's looking like a third and fourth rounder at the time right now. For me, it's always Al Davis, just win, baby. If we score more TDs in the red zone, this yes. If not, I don't think Carr will have an MVP season. I like Bolton and Nixon from Iowa. Gary Fake, been a Raiders fan since 1966, my favorite team in pro sports. I've been one since 1998, so I feel you, bro. I feel you. Not 1966 for me, but 1998 for me. I'm new to watching film on college players because I can't trust the mainstream media to keep up with the speed with the Raiders. So I want to see how our draft goes. Yeah, you can always find, if you always want to find game film on potential players that's coming into the draft, YouTube is the best place. This platform is the best place to find, game film on players. I'm saying 11-6. Prediction next season, 12-5. I can't predict it just yet. Ladies and gentlemen. I can't predict it. So, I'm waiting for the draft to come by and everything of that nature. I'm just not predicting. I'm not doing no early predictions right now. And a division title, that's a bold pick. That is very, very bold. What's good, nation? Watch it from work. What's going on, Mr. Nickies? What's going on, Mr. Nicks? Everett and Jones is the best barbecue spot ever. I drove from LA to Oakland just for the Raiders and the barbecue. Yes. My uncle told me about that. Yo, spotlight, hot take. Who has more rushing TDs, Drake or Jacobs? Jacobs is going to have more rushing TDs because Drake is going to be more of a decoy. He's going to be more in the wide receiver position or in that slot, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think it's going to be Josh Jacobs. Mr. Nick says 10-7. Jonathan says fire Greg Olsen and get a creative and younger OC. Well, Greg Olsen's not calling the plays anyway, Jonathan. It's John Gruden. Greg Olsen's just an assistant, just falling back. Greg Olsen's not even calling the plays. It's John Gruden calling them. Too early to predict. You waiting for after the draft to predict? Yes, I'm waiting for after the draft to predict because I really want to see what we do in the draft and do we really address our needs and do we end up signing any more free agents after the draft as well. So I really wait until about almost near preseason to make my prediction. Almost near preseason. What's going to happen to Jalen Richard? It's been very silent on the situation with Jalen Richard. Don't know just yet at this moment. So, I mean, hopefully they release him, but at the end of the day, I just don't see that happening as of right now. I have a Raiders draft hat from like 2 years ago. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Is it a gut feeling that I'm thinking Xavier Collins fits Gruden and Mike Mayock in pick tendencies? If Xavier Collins go into, don't get me wrong, if Xavier Collins go in the first round, I would be shocked. I would definitely be shocked. Gruden needs to give up the play calling then. Yes, Jonathan, he definitely needs to give up the play calling. See, if we could get the Oakland Knight and knows his Raiders news and players, yeah. All right, so KC line is in shambles. We got pressure on them last year. Hopefully, the worst pass rush. KC started new guards in the center that's fresh out of retirement. Well, they did pick up the best lineman in free agency. I forgot his name. Joe Thunley. Joe Thunley was one of the guys that I wanted to come to the Raiders, but I knew his price tag was going to be very high. But getting up Joe Thunley is really, really good. He's a really good offensive lineman, and the Chiefs spend some big money on him. Joe Thunley, one of them guys. I don't know how to pronounce their names. I be butchering names. It don't even matter to me. Hopefully, Gruden spreads the offense with Drake in their goal line instead of being so predictable. You're right, Eduardo Ruiz. You're absolutely right. We need a younger play caller. Yes, we do need a younger play caller. Coach Gruden needs to delegate his authority and focus on coaching all three phases of the game. Santiago, I absolutely agree with you there. As well. We definitely do need to Zeke Collins for that one. Okay. So it is 4:00, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how long we have been on here before I open up the phone lines. If you're, I am going to open up. So here is Houston. So shout out to Adasco, Ben Carr, for the $4.99 super chat. He says, "Who is your sleeper pick at number 17?" This is a good one. This is a very, very good one. A very, very good one. Sleeper pick at 17. And it got to be, I'm going position based. I'm not going off of the best player available. I'm going position based. I think my sleeper will be Samuel Cosme. Instead of him going at 48, I think he goes at 17 if we can get him at 17. If Dershaw, Morrig, Tevin Jenkins, or any of the guys that we say they are first rounders, I would say Samuel Cosme will be my sleeper for the right tackle at number 17. But thank you for the $4.99 super chat. We really do appreciate that, bro. Really do appreciate that. And Vera Tucker is another sleeper as well. Elijah Vera Tucker is another sleeper at 17. So yeah, like I think Samuel Cosme and Vera Tucker will be the sleepers for me when it comes to that 17 spot. Duke City Raider, thank you for coming in. And just to let y'all know, Icy Nate and Bernard is going to be putting the link in the chat. The baby Trent Brown t-shirts are available. The baby Trent Brown t-shirts are available. They are up. They are live on the website. If you want to go get a baby Trent Brown t-shirt and support this channel, we really do appreciate it. Bernard and Icy Nate is going to put the link in the chat for the baby Trent Brown t-shirts. So make sure y'all go cop and go support. We have ones that's a little bit more expensive. We got ones a little bit more cheaper on the cheaper side if you can't afford the more expensive one. We have men t-shirts and women t-shirts as well. So make sure y'all go check that out with the link in the link in it. Oh, y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see the baby Trent Brown t-shirts? Let me see if I could pull it up. Let me see if I could pull it up on my desktop real quickly. I'm gonna show you what the t-shirt actually looks like. I'm gonna try to see if I could pull it up. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to see if I could pull it up for y'all. I'm waiting for it to load up right now as we speak so we can show y'all the baby Trent Brown t-shirts. But make sure y'all go to the website and check it out. They said they look fresh. What's good? What's going on, Neil? What's going on, bro? I respect your hustle, but you talk dumb. How do I talk dumb? How do I talk dumb? Why do I talk dumb? Explain to me. Explain to me, why do I talk dumb? What makes me talk dumb? Explain, Marcellus. Explain. See, my mod squad is not playing with y'all, man. My mod squad is not playing with y'all. All right, so let's see if I can pull up this baby Trent Brown t-shirt for y'all. Let's see if I can do it. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all real quick. Share screen. Application window. Okay, share. Can y'all see that, ladies and gentlemen? Can y'all see that baby Trent Brown t-shirt right there? Let me know if y'all can see that. Let me know how y'all think about the baby Trent Brown t-shirt. Let me know how y'all think about that, because this is fire. I think my graphic designer did a damn good job on doing the baby Trent Brown t-shirts. I think he did a damn good job of it. Let me know if y'all think, let me know what y'all think about that, man. Let me know what y'all think about that. Get you some Mexican food, UTEP game, a AAA baseball. Okay. Y'all see that right there? Waiting for payday. I love it. That's the baby Trent Brown t-shirt right there. Y'all make sure y'all go cop up and make sure y'all get that. That is the baby Trent Brown t-shirt. The link is definitely in the description. Thank y'all so much for that. So let me stop sharing that for y'all. Nice shirt, looks great. Thank you. Hella cool. Make sure y'all go check it out, man. Make sure y'all go get the baby Trent Brown t-shirts, man. The artwork is hella good. Thank you so much, man. The artwork is definitely something that I loved. Where's the chips? What chips? What chips be? I know I usually be eating on live, but I don't do that anymore. LOL, baby kids. That's clean. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it, man. Key in the building. Key in the building. What's going on, Key? What's up? What's up, homie? What's up, homie? What's goody? What's goody? Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button. I am going to open up the phone lines for y'all to come up and talk. So let me open up the phone lines for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, because I know y'all want to talk, and I'm not gonna keep talking all the time, man. Not gonna keep 209 in the live facts, bro, facts. So let me pull up the Bluetooth as we speak, and let's get this thing rolling here. Let's get the phone lines open. Don't do prank calls, y'all. No, don't do no prank calls. I'm gonna take my hat off because oh, here we go. Right, here we go. Let's see what we can do here, man. Let's see what we could do here. I'm waiting for it to pop up for some reason. I don't know what's taking so long for my Bluetooth to pop up, so we could get this thing rolling and get y'all calling in as well. So let's see what we can do here. Stop it real quick and make it more discoverable now. There we go. Bam. There we go. Bam. Delivering mail, listening to you on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. Don't even speak on that voodoo. We're not going to speak on that voodoo. We're not going to speak on him at all. So it is officially connected. The number to call, if you do want to call in right now, the lines are open. It is 267-957-1431. That is the numbers. It's 267-957-1431. If you want to call up and say your due diligence to us, let us know. Let us know. Just to let you know that you're going to have B. Al, you're going to have Icy Nate, you're going to have Bernard, you're going to have those three moderators, even more moderators going to be putting the link in the link in the chat for the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts. So we're waiting for y'all to call up. I'm gonna just put it. I'm gonna put it up there for y'all to call. So I mean, we gonna see how y'all feeling today. What questions y'all have for me today on the show? Because I'm not gonna be on here like I was yesterday. I'm not gonna be on here like that, all crazy and arguing with people about the Raiders or anything of that nature. So 267-957-1431, and I'm going to have it scroll right there. Calling to the show 267-957-1431. If y'all want to call in, let us know, man. What's going on, Melvin Barlow? It's been a long time since I've seen you, my guy. It's been a long time. All right, so here we go. Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. This. Where are you calling from, man?
I'm calling from the 209, Modesto, California, with Gucci.
What's going on, man? What's up with you? How you feeling today, man?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm Sebastian, and I like your channel, bro. I like your t-shirts. It's really funny, man.
Thank you.
Baby Trent Brown.
Thank you. You like the Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. So what questions you have for me today?
Honestly, do you think we extend Carr to get more money? And what safety would you want out of those four? Like, Duran Hardman from Detroit. Like, what safety would you want if you had to choose?
If it came down to the free agency, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, we will extend Derek Carr, number one. Only reason why we extend Derek Carr because it does help us in the cap space to go get more free agents. It'll help clear some cap space if we try to extend him for a certain period of time. And the four safeties that I probably will look at, I mean, Trey Boston is still out there. Clinton Dix is still out there. Even a cornerback that probably could turn safety, Casey Hayward, possibly another one that is out there on the free agency. And what was the last guy that you said? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last one.
The last one from Detroit that played for the Patriots. I think his name is Hardman.
Your phone breaking up, sir.
The guy that played for Detroit.
Okay, I know who you talk. I don't know his name, but I know who you talk about. A lot of people are saying in the chat, Malik Hooker is another one too. Me personally, I like Clinton Dix. I like Trey Boston. They said, but from what I'm hearing from rumors with Trey Boston, they're saying that he has to improve on his tackling. But I'm really big on Clinton Dix. But my problem is right now with this whole situation is I think the Raiders are waiting on Sherman, and then they're going to go after everybody after that. And I think we shouldn't have put all our eggs in one basket to try to go after Sherman when we still have good corners and safeties out here that's available that want to sign right now, in my opinion. Oh, Deron Harmon.
Yeah.
I said, thank you, Icy Nate. Deron Harmon. I do like Deron Harmon. I think he just needed to be in a better system. He wasn't in a great system in Detroit. And I think he'll come in and he'll fit the Gus Bradley defense. I just feel like we're so banking on Richard Sherman to a point where we're not even looking anywhere else. And I think that's not the way to go if we want to start winning in his league.
Yeah. And we got to get rid of like Key, Jalen Richard, some of these deadwood, man.
Yeah, I mean, Art Key is one of the ones that I do want to get rid of. Don't get me wrong, but Jalen Richard is a tough one for me because he's a Raider. He's like a Raider to try. I mean, understand that, we got the running backs with, Drake and Jacobs and Ingold, and now we have Theo Riddick as well. So one of them are going to have to go. And it's like the outside looking in for Jalen Richard at this moment.
Yes, sir.
And I think Art Key won't make the roster. Art Key,
Trayvon Mulrig, or you get Micah Parsons. I'm sorry, but we need to get a good linebacker because we missed out on Devin White, all these linebackers in the past, and it came back to bite us in the ass. So we need to grab a decent linebacker or a good defensive player. And if Slater or any of these offensive tackles drop, you need to pick them, man.
I don't think a linebacker is Michael Parsons is probably a first rounder, but I'm just kind of nervous that he didn't play all last season for Michael Parsons. He didn't play all last season. I understand due to COVID, he opted out and all that. But my question is, what type of shape is he in? Have he really improved? Did he really take the big jump from his sophomore year to his junior year? Because, he missed all of that year because he opted out. That's my only concern with Micah Parsons. Yes, I think we still need to go get a linebacker, which I think Xavier Collins will be there in the later rounds, in my opinion. And Xavier Collins is a good linebacker, and I think he will be there in the later rounds. But at number 17 or number 48, are we really relying on Jeff Heath to be our safety on the other side of Jonathan Abram? No, I don't think we're really relying on that. So I think getting Trevor Moehrig or getting a right tackle in the first two picks, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because there are needs that we have. Then we can address the linebacker position. Mind you, we still have back-to-back third-round picks. If Xavier Collins is there in the third round, I would not pass up on him for a linebacker. And the only reason why I say we go get a linebacker in the third is because of depth. We don't have no depth at the linebacker position. McMillan, he was there after he got traded from Miami, but he's gone. He went to New England. So we really don't have no depth at the linebacker position. So I do agree. Linebacker is definitely a need, but it's not a need. It's not like an important need when it comes to the safety position, the right tackle, and the corner position. I think he hung up. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I do not know what happened here. Yeah, I think he hung up for some reason. So, I don't know what happened, but that's just my opinion. Thank you for calling up. Really do appreciate it. So if you do want to call up, the number is 267-957-1431. We could get a starting linebacker. And you are calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. This is it. Who is this and where are you calling from?
New York, King Savage.
King Savage, what's good, my guy? What's up with you, man?
So, man, we are a good team, man. I'm so sick of us not making the playoffs. We got to get it this year, man. We are a really good team. No more excuses. I'm tired of everyone laughing at our franchise like we're a joke of this league. It's time to get them, man.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think we need to bring that actual Raider mentality back to where it was. I think we lost what we have our slogan is. Our slogan is commitment to excellence. We haven't really had that excellence in a long time. And I think we need to get back to the swag. The swag of the Raiders needs to get back.
Yeah, the hard hitting defense and just there's no tolerance, no playing around. That's what we need to get back at. And the Richard Sherman, man, I think Richard Sherman is just being a diva. He knows we want him, but Mike Mayock and Gruden are not going to kiss his behind.
Right.
To get Rich. They're not going to do that. They have huge egos. I want Richard Sherman, but if he's just doing this divaness, listen, we should just try to get Trey Boston or Hooker.
Now, I will prefer Trey Boston over Hooker because I know Trey Boston, he has a better durability than Hooker. Now, Hooker's coming off of an Achilles injury, and we don't know how much of 100% that he is from elite Hooker. Now, Trey Boston haven't missed a game since 2016. So that the durability is for me when it comes to Trey Boston. When it comes to go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What I was saying about Sherman is I feel like the Raiders are putting all their eggs in one basket. And I said this on my video in the comments as well. If y'all have not seen that video of Richard Sherman, make sure y'all go check that out. But I'm saying is this. I think the Raiders are putting so many eggs in one basket to try to get Sherman and try and pull all this cap space for Sherman, where we have players that's still sitting and waiting and ready to be signed right now. Why would we wait till May or June just to sign a guy like Richard Sherman? And he probably don't even come here. What if he doesn't decide to come to Vegas? Then we're screwed.
Yeah, he might go to one of our rivalries, like Denver or the Chiefs. He might just screw us.
It is it's a big possibility that can happen. It's not guaranteed that he will come to the Raiders. So I feel like the Raiders should not put all the eggs in one basket if you know he don't even know he's going to really come here.
Yeah, and I feel like what they're doing is they're going to get a safety in the draft or a corner in the draft. Then they're going to expect them to be ready week one. It's not going to happen. It takes, get a veteran in there, and then you can still draft a young player from the draft.
I mean, sometimes if we don't get any safeties in free agency, right? Sometimes trial and error happens in the NFL. No matter if it's on the offense, no matter if it's on the defense, even coaches does trial and error. But I feel like right now Trevor Moehrig is the most NFL ready safety in the league, in my opinion. And I think with Gus Bradley simplifying the defense, I think it makes it easier for the rookies to come in on the defensive side and not put too much on them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a possibility.
Trevor Moehrig. I never heard of him.
Trevor Moehrig, you got to look him up. He's from TCU. He's definitely the best safety in the draft. That's why I said we take him at 17. If he's there at 17. But look him up at TCU. The guy can tackle. The guy has a good ball IQ. He definitely have good hands for interceptions. And that's what we missed in our safety position and our corner position was turnovers.
Yeah. So, Eric Harris needs to go back to Canada. He's terrible. Eric Harris.
Right.
And I feel like now that we get a defense, Derek Carr can take his time. He doesn't have to rush and he's like, oh man, I gotta get it in, or if we don't get it in, our defenses are gonna just fall off and give up another touchdown field goal. I feel like we get a defense, Derek Carr can finally, not rush so much. Sometimes he does.
Yeah, because he feels that once the defense, gives up a touchdown, he feels like he has to come back and put the team on his back to score and to put points on the board to get the lead. I get what you're saying there, Savage. I get what you're saying there, because if the defense can make stops when they need to, then that's when the Raiders offense can control the clock and the pace and don't have to be up tempo so much. Yes, I would love to have up tempo. Don't get me wrong, but if we have the lead and the defense is not really doing their job, then we have to go up tempo when it's really not needed.
But I feel like what Tampa does, Tampa gives Tom Brady better field possessions, and Tom Brady in the red zone, he's a master in the red zone. I feel like Carr could be the master in the red zone if you give him, and it has to do with Gruden too, better play calling. But I feel like if you put him more in the red zone, he's gonna figure it out and get it done.
I agree. I think you just have to you got to call the right plays in the red zone. Like right now, you'll see Brian Edwards as a big target in the red zone. Now, once he's fully healthy, which I think he will be fully healthy, you will see those 50-50 balls come from Brian Edwards in the red zone. Because 90% because 90% of the time, right in this past year, the Raiders were going to Josh Jacobs in the red zone 90% of the time, and that was very predictable.
Running in the middle,
and running right up the middle.
It would work in the beginning, but then later in the season, it just stopped. They just figured it out, but I feel like Brian Edwards could be our Crabtree. He's long, he's tall. You can just throw him the ball.
Right. I listen. Me and you on the same page when it comes to this Raiders team, man. We on the same page, my guy.
Because I just feel like we're just. I feel like we're a top team in the league. It's just when later in the season we start getting lazy and
we get
just like, come on, get comfortable and piss me off because I know we're better than this.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating as a Raiders fan to see we start 6-3 and don't make the playoffs. Like it starts. And think about it, it's a collective effort. Like the people want to blame individual people of why we didn't go 6-3. It's from coaching down to the kicker. It's a collective effort on why we didn't make the playoffs this year, which we had one of the worst. We had one of the weakest second half schedules in the NFL. One of the weakest. So
we had, but this year we got an easy schedule. And listen, we play the NFC Least. You said we're gonna lose to Washington? I
think it's a trap game. I think it's a trap game because, mind you, Del Rio's the defensive coordinator there. And Washington football team defense is a top 7 defense, especially that front four.
But their offense is terrible.
Their offense,
they can't score.
Their offense is terrible, but now they got Fitzpatrick that came in and beat us last year in Miami. You got to think about that. He came in off the bench. They got Fitzpatrick over there. They got a quarterback. That's why I said like that Washington football team game might just be a trap game just because of their defense. But that's just an early prediction. Things can change within now in the draft. My prediction might change. I'm just saying as of right now, what is looking like, and them bringing all their players back to the Washington football team. Yeah. So it's just an early prediction at this moment.
We'll find out, man.
Yeah, we'll definitely find out, man. We will definitely find out because Chase Young is a monster. That guy is a monster. So he's going to be big for them. Terry McLaurin. McLaurin is their number 1, and he's a good receiver. He's just on the Washington football team. He just don't get the respect. I had him in my fantasy this past year, and he put up massive numbers. He's very fast. He's very fast.
So you think we're going to get a right tackle in the draft, 17th, or we're going safety or corner?
As far as number 17?
Yeah.
Number 17, I think we're going to go safety. I feel like the offensive tackle position is very deep in this draft. So if we go out and get an offensive tackle at 48, which is in the second round, I do not mind that. Because even if Slater's off the board, even if Darrishaw's off the board, if Samuel Cosmi is there, I would take him.
Yeah.
Or Tevin Jenkins. If Tevin Jenkins not there, if Tevin Jenkins is there in the second round, I would take him. You know, I think we should address the first two needs is free safety and right tackle. So if you get those in the first, second round, no matter which one you get at, if Trevor Moehrig falls to us at 17, we can't pass on it. But if he's not there, then we can take a right tackle and then take a safety in the second round. So you really got to analyze it and really figure out who's going to be available at 17.
They're saying we should get Kyle Pitts. I'm like, we got to go defense here. Hell
no. We don't. That's Brian Rodriguez. I know who he is. He's in the chat. He did say
no, not him. I'm talking about the media. They were saying media. Like,
okay.
Yeah, they were saying like
shout out to Brian Rodriguez. Anyway, he said he wants to get us to Kyle Pitts. We don't need a tight end. We got Waller, we got Monroe, we got Carrier. Like, we don't need a tight end. We're good there. We're good there. So when it comes to it, like Kyle Pitts, don't get me wrong, he's a talent, but it's not a need. And that's where I'm nervous at with the Raiders in this first round. That's what I'm nervous about. I'm really nervous about it because they might go for the best available player and not the best need.
If they don't go safety 17, I'm throwing my phone. Outside.
Oh, I'm gonna be live for the draft, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna be live for the draft. You're gonna see all my reactions. I don't know if anybody was there last year when I did the draft, but listen, I did all the rounds and waited for the Raiders picks to come up, and I was like, my reaction is priceless, man. It's very priceless.
Yeah. I comment. I was like, why would you get Ruggs? He's like, yeah, but, you know, I said, why would you get CD? He's like, yeah, I know, but, you know, we just got to give Ruggs a chance. I said, okay.
Right. That's what I said. A lot of people like, we got to give Ruggs a chance. And I was like, all right, because my guy was CD Lamb last year. That was my guy. I even said him in my mock draft last year that it was CD Lamb. So, I mean, you just got to give Ruggs, okay, so
when it
hold on. It said Brian.
Brian.
So Brian Sargent. I don't know if I said your name right. If I butcher your name, I'm sorry. He said, why don't we sign Hooker and draft the linebacker? And I've stated this before. Why we don't sign Malik Hooker? Because he's coming off an Achilles injury, and we don't know what his recovery time is. So if he's not even available for week 1, what is the point in signing him? You're just signing an injury prone player that barely played in any games last season. So right now, go get the free safety in the first round, get your right tackle in the second round. Those back-to-back rounds, you could pick up a corner and a linebacker with those back-to-back rounds. And we still would have two picks in the 5th. So I wouldn't do that as far as for Malik Hooker, in my opinion.
And the Raiders have the worst luck with injuries.
Yes, when it comes to us, we stay injured. We stay injured.
I just don't understand it. Like back in the early 2000s, we didn't have injuries like that. Everyone was just.
You know why? Because as much as the NFL got soft, the players got soft.
Yeah, we want to rap now.
So now it's not even about rapping. You got to think about like you said earlier that you want the hard hitting defense again. We can't get a hard hitting defense if a flag is being thrown every 5 minutes, and that's just not for the Raiders. It's for the NFL defenses. Period. What can these NFL defenses really can do? They can't really do much as far as the pass interference, or you can't hit near the face mask, or you can't hit below the waist. Like it's hard for these defenses, especially for us, to try to have a hard hitting defense if these referees throw the flag every 5 minutes.
And they know we were known for that, so that's why they keep messing with us and call us flags. So they know we want to bring it back a little bit. And And we're a bad defense, but we're a hard hitting. What hits you hard? If we can get you like Max Crosby, he hits hard.
Right. But the question is, are they going to let up a little bit? Are they going to let up a little bit and let these defensive players play? So let's see.
I think he did a little bit last year. I think he let a little bit, not a lot, but I think we got away with a couple hard hits, so we usually don't get away with.
Facts. I can completely understand that, man. But all right, bro. Thank you for calling in. We really do appreciate it. I know other people was probably trying to call in through the line, and but we don't have any crazy callers calling in as of right now. But I definitely appreciate you calling up to the show, man. Every time I do these type of shows, you could call up anytime you feel, man.
All right, man. Anytime.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I'm going.
And that was King Savage, ladies and gentlemen. That is King Savage. Yeah, he said, "Bro, flush the toilet." I know, boy, he did flush the toilet. He did do that, man. So, that was interesting. That was definitely interesting, man. But if y'all do want to call up the show, the number is at the bottom of the screen. The number is, I don't know what that. Oh, that's an app. Sorry. I had to turn that down real quick. But if you do want to call up 267-957-1431, you want to ask me any question that y'all want to ask and hear yourself on the stream, definitely come up and pull up. We really do appreciate the love and support, man. We really do appreciate all of it. And just want to let everybody know, all the 87 people in the chat, if you have not hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that like button. There's no way we have 83 people in the chat and we're only at 60 something likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Actually, we at 57 likes with 83 people in the chat. What y'all doing, y'all? What y'all doing? Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And just to let everyone know, we do have the Baby Trent t-shirts available. So if you do want to get a Baby Trent t-shirt, the link will be in the chat from Icy Nate or Bernard, any of that nature. Make sure y'all go check it out. Make sure y'all go check it out, man. Like the stream. Thank you so much. We don't need Parsons at 17. Gary Fake says Melvin Barlow Parsons would be perfect in the middle of RD and Gus Bradley's system. Yeah, he would be, but I think it's not a need. It's not a need at this moment. It's not a need. So trying to go get Parsons at 17 is definitely not a need. I wouldn't mind it, but I would prefer a need over just going to and reaching for someone. Getting school done and listening to the live chat. Thank you, Greg, for coming in, man. Thank you, Greg, for coming in. Really do appreciate it. But I'm gonna keep the lines open. But if y'all want to ask me any other questions in the chat, I would definitely, definitely, I would definitely answer. I would definitely answer at this moment. I would definitely answer. Ruggs is looking bigger now. Yes, Ruggs is looking bigger now. Do we draft based on need or best player? We draft the best player for our need, if you think about it. Meaning the best player at the position we have to go get. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to go and get the best player at that position. And if Trevor Morrig is not there at 17, we get the best right tackle available. I don't think we go get the best player available, because what if the best player available is a wide receiver or a quarterback? The Raiders don't need those positions. The Raiders really don't need those positions. So why would we go get a linebacker or not a linebacker? Why would we go get a wide receiver or a quarterback at 17, knowing they might be the best available? But it wouldn't make no sense to go get the best available where we really need. All right, so we got a caller on the line. All right, give me 1 second here. Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. Who is this and where are you calling from?
Santiago from the Bronx. Pleased to hear from you.
Hi, what's going on, Santiago? What's going on, brother? How are you today, man?
All right. Man, I tell you, watching this team, first of all, thank you for having me on the show, but also, to have an outlet here on the East Coast. You know, it's not easy. I watch you guys. I've been recently watching you guys. You guys are great. You know, you got great stress relief. You know, just having that outlet out there. You know, it just, you know, being here in the city, the big city, all you hear is, you know, New York this, and, you know, about New York, a lot of losing.
Right.
I'm not a Giant fan. I respect the history from 1920 or 1925, but, you know, that's not my team. It's always been Oakland since 1979, you know, and really appreciate it. But just want to put out there, it's like I remember the caller before, he put out there about the attitude and mentality of the Raiders, and it's like, you know, like the guy said before me, he said the way they play, and it's like, man, what's going on? You know, week 9, week 10, the last 2 years, you're 6-3, you're 6-4, and then the fade. You know, and it's like, it's real upsetting to watch. You know, I remember when I was a kid, and when I started watching the Raiders, like I said, 79, I was like 10 years old. I remember these guys were grizzled. They were tough. You know, they just go out there and smack some people around, man. It was like, now you see it in bits and spurts. I mean, I work in a penitentiary, you know, in Westchester County up here in New York, and it's like, you know, I get, you know, guys are like, yeah, I remember when the Raiders were the Raiders, and then when Matt got traded, I mean, my heart, like, that was my heart right there, Khalil Mack.
Right.
You know, and I was like, that guy, you see, the thing I respected about Reggie McKenzie is like, you know, that was like a gift horse in the mouth, meaning the pick for Mack and the pick for Derek Carr that year. What was that, 5-6 years ago or so? It was a gift horse in the mouth. These guys were the building blocks of something special. You know what I'm saying? I could see it. I was seeing something there. And I said, that kid from Buffalo, the University of Buffalo, this kid, if you just build around this kid, we're going to be there. We are going to be there. We're going to be on the show. And then, you know, that happened. I'm like my heart just, like, I'm still trying to recover. And we're all trying to recover from that. You know? Because what was this famous line? It was like, by any means necessary, he wanted to get it done. You know? It was just so frustrating. You know, now we hopefully, you know, with Gus Bradley in there and you know, hopefully we can get like a 8-man rotation on the D line. Maybe we can get a defensive end to go with Cleve Farrell and Max Crosby. Because, you know, I see something in Farrell. It takes these young defensive linemen a few years to get their craft going. You know what I mean? Get their tools.
Well, sir, we did sign Yannick Ngakoue to help out with that, with that edge rush, too. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah. I see with him, I see a little like a pass rush, third down specialist. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a Cameron Wimbley's and Regan Upshaw type. You know what I mean? But he's obviously better. But you know what I'm trying to say? A little third down and long, put him in.
Well, I think the Raiders have addressed that in free agency. You know, they did bring in a lot of defensive linemen from edge rusher to the defensive tackle. So it's going to be a competition during the training camp to see who's going to be that third down specialist. So it's going to be a lot of competition in training camp to see who takes that spot. Yannick Ngakoue, we already know he's going to be a starter on one of each side. It's just going to be the battle. If it's going to be Cleve Farrell or Max Crosby on the opposite side of him, that's going to be the battle. So yes, I feel you with the Khalil Mack situation and how everything went down with that. But you know, I'm not really struggling with it anymore because of the fact that we beat Khalil Mack when he was with the Bears. So we beat them already. So I feel like we got our revenge back, saying that he didn't want to play with us because of John Gruden, which that's still a rumor to this day, in my opinion. We just got to get back to the form of what the Raiders are really meant for. Understand we are in a new era of football where things have gotten soft. So we got to play the right way, but still play angry. I think where we're not angry at and where we're not pissed off at is in the defensive huddles on the sideline. When it comes to the sideline, I feel like the leadership is not there on the defensive side, and that's why I think that's what we're missing. Now, Yannick Ngakoue is going to come in and probably be that leader, but we need leaders on all three phases of the defense, from the defensive line to the linebackers to the corners to the safeties. Each veteran that we need leadership, and we need someone to put a fire under these defensive players' asses to let them know, like, listen, we got to help our offense out. If our offense is scoring 30 plus points a game, you got to come out and we got to get 3 and outs for our offense to get back on the field, because time of possession is key in the NFL. Time of possession is key. So you're going to need that defense to step up, and we need somebody on that sideline, which would be Yannick Ngakoue, to let these players know, yo, we got to step it up.
Yeah, definitely, because, maybe I was thinking, I was like, for years I was saying, maybe, like you said, a strong point. You got to play aggressive, but you got to play smart. So maybe add speed on defense, attack the ball instead of the body. What do you think? Attack the ball.
Yeah, you have to, of course, on every down, you have to attack the ball. That's just how the defense is. You have to go where the ball goes, and you have to play to the whistle. But the question is, Gunner didn't have any discipline on this defense last year. Bringing in Gus Bradley has a little bit, which I wasn't a really big fan of at first, but I had to look at his stats, what he did with the Legion of Boom and what he did with the Chargers when that Chargers defense was healthy. Gus Bradley knew how to put a defense together and keep them disciplined. So I think he's going to come in and definitely change a lot of things around and make sure the right players are in the right position to play that they're great at. So Gus Bradley would change his defense around.
Yeah, because I see with Abram, I remember him in college at Mississippi State, and I was like, I don't know I love the kid's aggressiveness. I love it. I love the fire.
Right.
It was like they're saying now that maybe if they put him in the box, or maybe they use him as a Roman type, like a Troy Polamalu. What do you think about that? I
can see using Jonathan Abram as a type of Troy Polamalu, but the difference between Troy Polamalu and Jonathan Abram, Troy Polamalu could cover.
Okay.
That's the only improvement for Jonathan Abram. Jonathan Abram gotta get better on his cover skills and be better mechanics in his cover skills. We all know that he can tackle. We all know that he could come up and lay the wood and try to get a sack or something like that later. We all know that. It's just the cover skills that has to be improved with Jonathan Abram. I can see the Troy Polamalu part as far as against the run, but I can't see it against the pass. I can't see it against the pass just yet.
Yeah. I remember earlier you were mentioning about the linebacker position. I like Nick Morrow because he came up out of nowhere undrafted, and he built himself up, even weight-wise. I think he came in with us at like 220, and I think he's now like 235, which is awesome.
He did gain some weight. Yeah, he did build some muscle around him this offseason.
And it's like, but you only got him for a 1-year deal, and I'm like, maybe we can, I like the kid, but maybe, like I think you said earlier, the kids that are coming out now out of college are better.
Yeah.
So I was like,
a lot of college players come out NFL ready. Some college players do come out NFL ready, just not all. That's why you got to find them diamond in the roughs. You got to find those dogs that's just going to be ready to play day one.
Yeah, big time. But I also noticed that with Mayotte, which I respect a lot, he seems like he's a forthright, truthful guy. When you're listening to him, I'm up there like, why do they keep getting these guys from big schools instead of not the small schools? Like the Clemsons, the Alabamas. There's a lot more talent out there in the smaller schools.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at it. Mind you, it's a 7-round draft. It is a 7-round drafts, and you do find those diamond in the roughs, and you find them through undrafted free agents too. So even just because you don't get drafted first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh, it's some good players that does come out of as an undrafted free agent, and they come up into be stardom. You just never know. You just have to find them and analyze them and see if they fit what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Well, I'll let you guys go. You're doing a great job, you and Dawson, Honcho, and Sanji T.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really makes my day when I come home from work, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for calling in. We really do appreciate it. You can call up anytime you feel, man, when we do these shows.
All right. Appreciate it, brother. Take care. Go Raiders.
All right. Go Raiders. You too.
All right.
Shout out to Santiago for coming up to the show and telling how he feels about the Raiders. And I love these call-in shows. Like it's so much positivity with these call-in shows. It's just been so much, man. But if I'm just going to repeat myself real quick. If you have not gone and get a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt, make sure you support the channel and getting a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. If you do want to be a part of the membership gang, because I am going to start doing live streams for the membership gang as well. So make sure if you want to join the membership gang, just click the join button next to the subscribe button. If you're watching from a desktop, it won't show from the mobile phone. Definitely got to go to the link in the description and become a member of the Spotlight Raiders Talk. I'm definitely got some things intact for the members only people that's a part of the membership. Crosby was a 5th round pick. Yes, Crosby was a 5th round pick. Definitely was a sleeper or 4th round pick, one of those natures. But thank y'all. I mean, this is a really chill show today. A really chill show. Dude was cool. Did him? Yeah, he was cool, man. He was mad dope. He was definitely mad dope. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. This is your first time ever being here. We would suggest that y'all subscribe, hit the bell button, show love, do as much as y'all want to do when it comes to the Raider Nation, man. It's just been so much fun doing these shows with y'all and everything. So let me know in the chat how y'all feel about free agency. Who should we go out and get free agency that fits the Raiders right now to start? What player, no matter if it's offense, no matter if it's defense, what player right now is involved that would be great for us? But we do have another caller coming up. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. Who is this and where you're calling from?
This is Raider Will, calling from California. I'm over here by the Bay Area, and just wanted to talk to him. I saw his show last night, and just wanted to talk to him a little bit about the Raiders. How they ended the season last year, the last 2 years actually, and then talk to him a little bit about I feel bad that they got these little guys trolling and stuff. Man, those guys need to. I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing right now, because that pisses me off. This poor guy is doing what he can. He's the only one that's doing this. All YouTubers right now, live shows.
Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you calling into the show. And what you got for me today, man? What we want to talk about as far as the Raiders in the past, and try to look forward to this upcoming season.
Well, I just want to make sure that moving into this season, Gruden's got to get his stuff together to make sure that we always start strong, but second half of the season we're not. We lose 6 to 8 games in the last 2 seasons. So I wanted to talk to him about that and see what I know he's not much of I know he's a DC guy, and I know he doesn't, he's not too high on Gruden, and he'll probably jump on that as well. And then I saw a thing on Docs today saying that Sherman may be coming on board, but I guess we're supposed to be patient on that. I don't know. I just want to get his take on that.
So you want to get my take on like the season, and because as far as Richard Sherman, I did put out a video addressing the Richard Sherman situation. I just feel like the Raiders, as of right now, I feel like they're trying to put all their eggs in one basket for Richard Sherman, where we have so many other corners and safeties that's out there that we can go get. I think we shouldn't put all our eggs in one basket just for one person, and he end up not coming here. I'm just looking at it from a fan and try to be an analyst point of view as well, because don't get me wrong, Richard Sherman is great. He's good. He's a great leader. But what if we waste all our time waiting for Sherman and he just don't decide to come to the Raiders? And like Clinton Dix and all these other players end up getting signed to different teams. Then we look like we bit ourselves in the ass when it comes to that.
That's another thing too that I totally agree with you. And I notice now that we're signing a lot of guys to 1-year deals, and that's not good for for DC. It's 1-year deal. I mean, I love it. We can go try to go for it all right now, hit the home run for this year. But man, this poor guy, man, he's got different receivers every year.
He does not have any consistent. He never really had consistent receivers over the multiple years. You always see him with a different receiving core. Now, understanding with the wide receiver core this year, and they only to 1-year deals because they're playing for the big contract next year. And the reason why I say that is because the NFL, the salary cap went down 16%. So now it's a lot. It's not just the Raiders. It's a lot of teams in the NFL are taking 1-year deals because the salary cap is so decreased. Most teams can't really do nothing until next year when it goes back up. So, but as far as Derek Carr, I agree with you 100%. I never seen him with the same receiving core every year. Now you see a Brian Edwards that we drafted, a Henry Ruggs that we drafted, Hunter Renfrow, he stays around, Zay Jones, he stays around. That's the only really the core that we have right now that he had on a consistent basis. We brought in John Brown to try to help take over the top when it comes to just in case if Hunter Renfrow go down, John Brown's going to be there. We got a few. I think it's Willie Snead. Willie Snead's going to come in and be in battle at training camp.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good addition.
But I think he'll be a great addition too, depending on where you put him at on the offense. Then mind you got Keon Drake. That can play a little bit of receiver outside of running the ball majority of the time. So we have weapons on the offensive side, but I get what you're saying. It's not consistency there at the wide receiver position. I get it.
Hey, man, I just want to say shout out to you, man. I've been watching you, and I've subscribed. You, Dots, Little Andy coming through, Raider Honcho, Mitch, Simone Raider, all you guys, man. I enjoy watching you guys' shows, and I appreciate the content. And screw those little trollers that keep messing with you. And I'm glad that you do something different than the other guys, that you try to put something live, and I know you take that risk. But you know what? At least you're taking that risk for the guys like us that want to listen to you and share our thoughts on the Raider Nation, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being a supporter. I don't know if you know, but I don't know if you knew, but everybody called me Baby Trent Brown in the chat. So
the t-shirt, no. You've been talking about that shirt coming out, man. But my name's Raider Will. I'll be starting my channel pretty soon, probably, and hopefully we can hook up to me Fade to Black, Raider Will, and hopefully we can all hook up because I am going to fly out to Pittsburgh. My twin brother lives out there. And if you make it out, I think you said we're going to go to New York. I think you said Pittsburgh too. I wasn't sure the other two. I think you said Pittsburgh.
I think I'll be at the Giants game and I'll be at the Pittsburgh Steelers game. And I gotta go to Vegas when they play the Eagles because I live in Philadelphia, so I gotta go. I gotta go to that, bro. I gotta go to that.
No, that's a given. But we got to represent on the away games. You know what I'm saying? We got to represent, and then I'll hook up with you, or I'll try to DM you to see where you guys are going to be. I think Doc said he was going to go to Pittsburgh too. When I heard that, I was going, man, my brother lives out there. I got to hook up with these guys and have a couple of beers with them, and then with the Raider Nation and represent.
Absolutely.
So, hey, thanks a lot, man. Keep doing what you're doing, okay?
All right,
Love you, man.
No problem, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. But if you want to DM me, hit me up on Instagram, Spotlight Raiders Talk.
All right. Sounds good, bro. Take care.
All right,
keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And listen, we having a great show today, man. We not extra hype or anything. I see y'all going crazy in the comments right now. Y'all are going crazy in the comments, and I am loving every bit of this right now. I'm loving every bit of it because of the fact that it's positivity, man. It's positivity. And I'm trying to see the comments right now because y'all going off in these comments right now. We will stop the run heavily this year. I'm going to be at the Raiders Tavern and Grill. I'll let y'all know how is it tomorrow. Definitely let us know, Carlos. Send me some pictures on Instagram if you can follow me on Instagram as well. Just a thought with week 17 added rosters. Hold up. Let me go to Jason Marshall's comment. Just a thought, week 17 added rosters are still going to be a 53-man. Tough cuts will will be with this year's draft class. That's a good one. I really don't know how it's going to be. It might be 50. It might be 55. It might be 55, man. Might be 55, just like Icy Nate would say. Dwayne Thomas says Javin White and Tanner Muse are both get more playing time this year. We were asking Wachowski to do things that he struggles on. I want to see I want to see Javin White before I see Tanner Muse, in my opinion. I'd rather go see those two. Time me in. Eddie, I'm waiting for you to call, bro. I'm waiting for you to call, Eddie, so you could come up, and talk your talk, and we can go from there. So I'm actually waiting on you, brother. I'm actually waiting on you to call. And the number is right at the bottom of the screen, y'all. The number is right at the bottom of the screen. Wachowski played well, though. He did play well. I'm converting right now. I love this team. Listen, you gotta listen with the Raiders. You gotta love us or hate us, man. The shirts are fire. The graphics on it. Thank you, Ryan Ortanez. Thank you so much. If y'all have not gone and received to get your order for the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts, I will advise that you go do that. The shirts are fire. I've been working so hard. I will have, if you want hoodies, I can add, yes, Salvatore Bruno. The shirts are available. The shirts are available, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we have another caller calling in. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. Who is this and where are you calling from? I don't know what happened here. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Don't hang up the phone yet. Are you calling with the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian? Who is this and where you calling from? Hello, can you hear me? So I guess I don't know what happened there with that number. Hopefully you'll call back. I don't think we need Javion Clowney. I don't want Clowney. He barely did anything when he was in Tennessee. I don't want Clowney. I don't want him. White and Muse are virtually the same players. They did the same thing in college. Tanner Muse was more of a safety than a linebacker. Javin White was more of a linebacker, I think, right? All right, so here we go. Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. Who is this and where are you calling from?
What up, D? This is Melvin calling from East Oakland. It's Melvin Barlow in the chat.
We finally get you on a call, man. What's going on, man? I know me and you've been going back and forth this last Raider season. What's going on, Melvin Barlow? What's up, my guy?
Yeah, what's going on, good man? It's all in good fun, man. I don't take none of this shit serious. We just be having discussions. Is how I look at it.
Right. But
yeah, man, me and you were going back and forth about Josh Jacobs, and you were saying that you believe that he should have about 20 touches a game, and I believe you meant like he should have maybe 15 rushes and 5 receptions. Maybe that's how you were divvying it up. Is that correct?
Only reason why I was saying that just because to keep him healthy. That's the only reason why, because you see he was on and off the field this past season.
Yeah, but D, look, he's a first round draft pick. When you draft a running back in the first round, he damn near got to be a Hall of Famer, bro. If you take a running back in round 1.
Yeah, I do agree there, but at the same time, I'm just going off him not finishing the season last year, and then he's being nicked up this year. And hopefully now, since we got Keon Drake, those carries can be split, and it keeps Jacobs fresh. Because if you notice, John Gruden loves to run the ball so many damn times to a point he can run Jacobs into the ground. But now, since you have Keon Drake, that's just a great value as Josh Jacobs. I think you won't see it. You'll see almost the same amount of carries, but you can see that Josh Jacobs will be more refreshed this year, but having a solid backup.
My point is, if you take a running back in the first round, he needs to be a bell cow, like a Derrick Henry or Adrian Peterson, or be like Ed McCaffrey. You got to be.
He got to take the punishment, though. He can't take. That's the problem with Jacobs. He can't take the punishment.
So that lets me know that Jacobs was kind of a bust, bro. You can't take a running back in the first round, and now we got to go sign Drake because you can't take the punishment. You can't. We had to go spend $7 million. That's all supposed to go to you. We paying. We paying Drake for it, and we paying Josh Jacobs right now.
See, I wouldn't say he's a bust because he did make the Pro Bowl this year. That's one. Number two, I wouldn't say he's a bust. If you look at the NFL now, is a two running back. It's a two running back set. It's a two running back set in the NFL. Like if you look at Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, those two guys, they was able to work it out. And knowing Nick Chubb is a Pro Bowler too. But Kareem Hunt did his due. He did his. But Kareem Hunt did his due diligence too. You gotta look at it. It's not a one back league anymore, and that's that. Which is old school, which I'm used to. But times have changed. I don't think Jacobs is a bust. I just think you need that two running back set, and we didn't have a two running back set. Jalen Richard, he's not part of that. He's not part of that. So that's why I feel like they went out and got Keon Drake, because Keon Drake and Jacobs play with each other in college and they know each other very well. And Gruden took a chance on it.
I just don't believe you take a running back in round one and he's not a bell cow back. I mean, we could have used that pick on multiple other players that year. You know what I mean? And got a running back in the third round to do what Jacob does. If you only going to touch the ball 15, 20 times a game, and we spend a first round pick on you, like I said, if you a first round pick as a running back, knowing running backs don't get picked in the first round no more too much, unless you're like an Adrian Peterson or somebody that's gonna be transcendent.
But we not. But it's not. But you got to think about the league too, Melvin. The league is not the same on ground and pound anymore. I understand that. It's not grounded. Yeah, so it's and so if that's the case, you could say the same thing for Ezekiel Elliott. But Ezekiel Elliott,
he's a bell cow.
He's a bell cow. He's a bell cow when it's needed, but he does catch the ball out the backfield. He has to be a little bit more finesse with his power. And that's what Jacobs is learning coming into his third year, that he has to be a little bit more finesse as well in the passing game. Because it's a pass-happy league now.
If you're a running back that gets drafted in the first round, your projection has to be like Hall of Fame status.
Yeah, but McCaffrey, he's outside of
Hall of Fame.
Outside of Derek
Elliott, he's on his way to Hall of Fame. Adrian Peterson, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
But look look how many teams Adrian Peterson had to be on though. When he got hurt in Minnesota, they got rid of him in Minnesota after he got hurt.
It's weird.
He has not been the same since he got hurt.
No, he got his 2,000 years. He got his 2,000 yards after he got hurt. He had a 2,000 yard season.
You just have to think about, outside of Derrick Henry in this league, who's getting more than 20 plus carries in this league outside of Derrick Henry. I'm just saying, Melvin. Just let me talk. Outside of Derrick Henry, who is getting more carries than Derrick Henry this year? If you look at Christian McCaffrey, not getting the same amount of carries, but he is great out of the backfield. You got to think about what the running backs are today. The running backs are today is more of pass catching running backs. So when you say bell cow is not really the name for it anymore. Ezekiel Elliott can still get 20 carries and still have 157 yards and a touchdown. But if you look at his stature, he will have 7 catches for 80 yards. It's all about being a balance. It's all about being a balance.
You don't have to be carrying the ball to be a bell cow. You can be a receiving back. But
Josh
McCaffrey's there for the running and receiving.
Yeah, but you see when you see what happens when you give the ball too much to your running back, it takes a lot on a running back. But Christian McCaffrey still considered, and Christian McCaffrey was a first round pick, and he's still considered one of the top running backs in the league. He's not a bust. He just need a number two.
He's a bell cow back.
Yeah, but he was hurt majority of the year, so you still considering him a bust?
I don't believe he's capable of keeping that production up because they're really giving him the ball.
Because the production changes now and the offense changes now.
He's not big enough. McCaffrey's not really big enough.
Yeah, but
kind of low.
Yeah, he's not big enough, but he's one of the best running backs in the league. Even though if he's not big enough, sometimes you don't have to be that big. It's been smaller running backs that did good in the past.
Okay, look, Carolina had these great seasons, right? But I mean, they got great running back, but how good have they been with him? They've been trash. So you can have
but there's a
great
lot
back.
of things. But there's a lot of things that goes into Carolina being trash, not just because of their running back position. Their defense wasn't that good. You got to look at their quarterback play.
Right.
Teddy Bridgewater's not that great. So like that all comes into play. But I'm saying to you, when it comes to Josh Jacobs, right? You got to think of what the league is showing us right now offensively. It's a passing league. You don't see first and second down or third down runs anymore. You see more play action or spread it out. So Josh Jacobs, what has
Definitely
to happen?
more spread.
But yeah, it's definitely more spread. So what happens with Josh Jacobs now? You can put Drake and Jacobs on the field at the same time. One of them could be in the backfield. Jacobs could be on the outside. It's going to be ways that John Gruden is going to have to critique that in his offense. To have both of them out there to make the defense make the defense confused. But at the same time, if you look at the running game is not really a big thing in the offense anymore unless you in the red zone. It's a two-back league.
I'm just kind of an old school guy, man. I still appreciate those running backs who can carry it.
I am too. I am too.
Get you 100 yards rushing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then you can run the play action.
Right.
Go deep. That's what I was.
Right. And I listen, I play fullback. Majority of my time. So yes, being a lead blocker for a running back for first, second, and third down, yes, I know how it feels to pound and ground. But I feel like now you got to play it in situational football when it's need to pound and ground. Sometimes if you look at Josh.
So knowing what we know now, would you have still taken Josh Jacobs with the first overall?
Yes.
First round pick, or would you have gotten the running back in the third or fourth?
Yes, I would still take Josh Jacobs where we took him at because Josh Jacobs is a talent. He wasn't injury prone. He wasn't injury prone in college. He wasn't injury prone in college. He played with Najee Harris, which Najee Harris is coming out. He played with Keon Drake. He played with a lot of these running backs that's already in the league.
Would you rather have Najee Harris or Josh Jacobs?
I'd rather have Josh Jacobs because the only reason why I say Josh Jacobs because Josh Jacobs is more elusive than Najee Harris. Najee Harris can't catch the ball out the backfield. That's the problem.
Physical back, like Derrick Henry.
You notice with Derrick Henry, yes, he is a downhill runner, but he had to learn how to catch the ball out the backfield. Why you think they had Deion Lewis there as his backup? Because he couldn't catch the ball out the backfield. He had to learn that.
Right, but Tennessee is damn good though with that running game. Can't deny that shit. That ground and pound.
Yeah, it's all. Don't get me wrong. It's all about the ground and pound. It's all about the ground and pound. But the way the offense are made today, ground and pound don't exist anymore. It only exists when it's situational football. If it's 2 minutes left, you up by 7, you're going to run the football. But majority of the game, you see why these quarterbacks throw 60 attempts a game, 50 attempts a game, 40 attempts a game because it's a passing league.
To me, the NFL is a copycat league. So all it's going to take is for one team to come through with a good running game, and then everybody's going to be like, oh, that's the way now. Now we back on the running game wave. You know, it goes in cycles. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to always be this open pass happy game forever.
It's a quarterback-driven league. It's a quarterback-driven league, and it's been like that for the longest. Quarterbacks matter more than any other, which is sad. Which is sad, but quarterbacks.
Football is still football.
Football is still football, but they want to protect their quarterback before they protect anything else on the field. Let's be honest.
So you agree, right? So, but you saying you want Maury, right, over a right tackle? If all the right tackles are there,
right? But think about
besides them guys. Let's say Tevin Jenkins is there. You taking Maury over Tevin Jenkins, right?
Only reason why I say that is because if Tevin Jenkins, it really depends on what Mike Mayock and John Gruden really wants. Now, if you want to go with a need, yes, right tackle is a need too. So if either way, Melvin, let me speak. Melvin, let me speak, man. Let me speak, man. Let me speak. Let me tell you, there's not a lot of deep safeties in this draft. It's not. The deepest position is right tackle. So say if we go get Morrig at 7, we still could get a great value in the second because it's going to be offensive tackles that's going to drop. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Trevor, it's not too many.
I'm not high on Leatherwood and Cosme. You know what I'm saying? I think we got to get Barishaw or Jenkins because after that, to me, the talent falls off. Talent level drops a little bit.
I disagree
With
because
Leatherwood,
Liam
other guys,
Eichenberg from Notre Dame is a solid offensive tackle. Liam Eichenberg is a solid offensive tackle. So you really got to really look at the offensive tackles available in this draft. It's damn near at least good 12 to 15 offensive tackles in this draft.
Compared to safety, because safeties are trash after Morrig and
Morrig, Grant, and Holland. After that, it's not really nobody left. So if I'm the Raiders, I'm going to get if I'm the Raiders, I'm going to get Morrig. And I'm still going to get me a valuable right tackle that can start right now in the second round. And
so what if we sign Malik Hooker in free agency? Then what?
I'm not a fan of Malik Hooker because he's hurt. He's not even 100% right now after that Achilles tear. It's been.
I'm just saying hypothetical.
If he was healthy, I would go get him right now, but I'll still go get a safety in the draft because you still need a veteran and you still need a youngster as well because Malik Hooker's been around for a while. A few years.
So you signed Trey Boston. Let's say, for instance, you signed Trey Boston. You still taking more rig with 17?
Yes, because you need depth. You need depth. What if Trey Boston go down in preseason? More rig could come in and step up. You need depth, and that's the problem on our defensive side of the ball. We don't have no depth at that position until we did in free agency with the defensive line. Linebacker, we have no depth. Corners, we don't have no depth. Safety, we don't have no depth. As of right now, if we don't get a safety in free agency, our starting safety is Jeff Heath, and I'm not living with that. I'm not.
Nah, he's just trash.
And that's.
But I'm not gonna find Trey Boston, which is a Pro Bowl safety in Gus Bradley's system when he was in San Diego, and then go and sign and then draft in the first round somebody that's gonna be on the bench.
He's not. How would you know? How would you know he would be on the bench though? How would you know that?
Because Trey Boston will be better than him. He knows the system. He's already been a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, but he hasn't. But that's the one stat that you do not know about Trey Boston. He's not good at tackling. He was never good at He was never good at tackling. Even when he was under Gus Bradley, he's a good cover. He's a good cover, but he's not a tackler. But the problem that's what
Bradley wants.
Yeah, but you need a tackle. You still need safety, second tackle. Jonathan Abram can't be the only safety tackling. That's the thing. That's why you bring in Trevor Morrig, because Trevor Morrig has a good ball skills. He has a good IQ. He could come up and tackle. He's definitely a balanced safety compared to Jonathan Abram. We know Abram that's not great in coverage. Not great in coverage, but you definitely need depth. Even though that you still go get a free safety at 17, yes, he might be rotational. That's one thing about Gus Bradley. He know how to rotate his defensive backs. If he know that one defensive, if Trey Boston fucks up, he's going to put in more rig. Gus Bradley is bold like that to take your players out if they're not playing good. That's something Gutman didn't do.
First round pick on depth. Not spending the first round pick on depth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're not going to. No. So, yes, you need to. Which we hypothetically and seriously, we're not getting Trey Boston. We're not getting, because you know why? We're banking on Sherman, and that's the dumbest shit that we're doing right now is banking on Sherman. We're banking on him.
But Sherman is a corner.
Yeah, but they're going to try to put him at safety because you know he don't have the speed anymore to play corner.
I would agree with that. Put Sherman at safety. I'm down with that.
Yeah, but we're not going to. But we're putting all our eggs in. We're putting on which I don't mind that, but we're putting all our eggs in one basket for a person where we could go out and get a Trey Boston or a Clinton Dix or any of these people. But we putting all our eggs in one basket, and that's the problem with the Raiders organization right now. You want to wait till May and June to go get a player where you could go get these players that want to be on the team right now? Think about it, bro. I'm not waiting. If I'm a GM, I'm not waiting. There's too much talent in this draft for me to wait. I'd rather get someone.
I really don't want to draft one. I really want to sign one in free agency so we can spend our other draft picks, on other needs.
Our defense is the need. Our defense is the need. No matter if it's that's the only thing. That's the only thing on offense that we need. We could even with the 8 picks that we got, We got 8. I think we got 8 picks within 6 rounds. We can still go get 2 offensive tackles to help us out and still go get what we need on defense. We got 8 picks in this draft.
I got you. But yeah, man, that's your opinion. I got mine.
Right.
Everybody got their.
Yeah, it's just Raiders debate, man. Everybody have what you can't satisfy everybody,
I mean, we all tired. You said you've been a fan since '98. I've been a fan since like '94, and man, we all tired of losing, bro. We just all
that's all we got in common,
bro. It's been so long, and I've been holding it down for the Raiders all these years, man. We deserve it, man. We deserve a Super Bowl, bro. We the most loyalist fans ever.
We deserve
the Browns, maybe.
Yeah, outside of the Browns, then it's us.
The Browns they've been pretty much worse than us, and they fans still stick around. So I got to get them props. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying the show and everything, and yeah, man, I'm just gonna fall back in the chat.
It's all love, man. You can always come up and talk sports because talk Raiders with me, man. It's all love, my guy.
I'm gonna be back G, for sure.
Oh, definitely. I'm taking calls during the draft too, so I definitely want to hear y'all reactions on our draft picks.
I'm definitely calling. No, I'm definitely calling draft picks. All right, bro. I'm out of here, man. I'm in the chat.
All right, man. Thanks for calling up. Appreciate it.
Man. So, bro.
See, that's why me and Melvin Barlow is cool, man. That's why we always debate when it comes to stuff like that, man. We always debate. That's my guy, man. Make sure y'all go check him out. He's a good dude, man. And we just talking our Raiders, man. I'm gonna be on here for another 15 minutes, and I'm gonna head off. So we do have if you want to take a few more calls, just let me know, and we can go from there. So if you want to call up to the show, let us know. I'm gonna be on here for another 15 minutes. We've been past the 2-hour mark, man. It's been fun. Tired of losing. You got it right, bro. Yeah, we tired of losing, my guy. We are tired of losing. Like I can't deal with it anymore, man. I'm tired. I'm sick of losing. So we got 15 minutes. I'm gonna take one more caller, and then we're gonna end the call. So we got a new caller here. So thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. Who is this and where are you calling from?
This is Sherman Jenkins, and I'm calling from Kansas.
Oh, you calling from Kansas? What's going on, man? What's up with you? How are you doing today?
Not much. I'm chilling. I listen to you guys chop it up every now and again, you and Docs and a few others. Yeah, I got a few questions to ask.
Go ahead,
what
man.
do you think John Gruden would do at right tackle? I know none of us like what's his name? Can't think of it. Brandon Parker. Yeah, but we are talking about John Gruden here. He is a 3rd-round draft pick. What if John Gruden rolls the dice and keeps him at the right tackle and decides to go more defense?
See, the only way that if John Gruden does that, that means that John Gruden is still looking at offensive alignment and free agency. That's the only way I think that he would do that. He probably want to go with another veteran offensive tackle, but I feel like I don't think he's not. See, with John Gruden, he's so confusing.
That's
one day,
what I'm talking about.
He's so confusing sometimes because one way he'll just go strictly defense, and then the next day he loves certain players on the offensive side. But I feel like Mike Mayock is doing this draft the way he wants to do this draft, not how John Gruden wants to do this draft. I think he learned from that mistake last year, and
right.
I feel like Mike Mayock is going to go with the best player that we need. If you want to protect our quarterback, you got to go offensive tackle right now. You have to. Right.
I understand that, but you don't know about John Gruden. You really don't know what he's going to do, really.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Mike Mayock is more of a draft analyst and know more about these players than John Gruden does. So as a GM, you got to make the right decision, not John Gruden. John Gruden just got to coach him up. John Gruden is not the GM. Yes, he's getting paid $100 million, but now it's time for Mike Mayock to grow a sack of balls, and you make the picks, not John Gruden.
Hold on a second, baby. I'll be up in 1 minute.
So that's the only thing. But I feel like if he goes strictly defense in this draft, and don't pick up no offensive alignment, that means he's looking for other offensive alignment in free agency, like an Eric Fisher or Mitchell Schwartz or any of those guys. But I don't see Gruden going out and getting them. He likes to go young. He likes to go with more elusiveness. So I think he's still going to go offensive tackle. He might get 2 of them in this draft, and then every 2 out of the 6 of the 8 picks will be defense. Two of them.
Who do you think's on the first pick?
Trevor Moorrig from TCU.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. That's who I think should be the first pick too, because we got to add a good free safety. I mean, there's good tackles in the draft after the first round. We can get somebody in the second round or the third round. I mean, for more competition and stuff like that. But I'd like to see, the defense has been so bad for so long. It's time for the defense to rise up.
Facts. I 100% agree with you there. But the thing about it is, it sometimes, like I said on the last caller, it could flip-flop. Now, if Trevor Moorrig is not there, you got to take the best offensive lineman in the draft at 17. If he's not there, then you go safety. Then second round, you go safety like a Richie Grant or a Holland or something of that nature. But that's only if Trevor Moorrig's not there. But if he's there at 17, that should be our guy.
I completely agree with that 100%. What's your confidence level on our new center?
Andre James, I really don't know too much about him, but I'm putting my confidence in him. I mean, he did back up Rodney Hudson. He did probably learned a lot from Rodney Hudson. Then you bring in a veteran like Nick Martin that really didn't miss any games since 2017. That's another veteran that can help out Andre James, get that spot. But the thing is that I just got to see how much of an impact he's going to be. Now I see on Instagram that he is practicing with Derek Carr on the snaps. So that's a good thing. So that's making me a little bit even more confident that he's even practicing the snaps with Derek Carr in the offseason as of right now.
Do you think Henry Ruggs is going to shine this year?
I think he's going to shine this year, but he got to get more physical. The thing, and the reason why I say that, some games you see him get punished at the line and he can't release.
Right.
So if he gets his hands and his arms and his body a little bit stronger, when he could get those bigger corners off of him in the release, Ruggs will definitely be better than he was this past year. I wasn't a big fan of him coming out the draft. I did like him, but I like big receivers. So I wasn't really a big fan of us getting Ruggs, but we got to deal with it. And then we end up getting Brian Edwards, which was a bigger receiver, which is going to remind me of a Michael Crabtree when he was with us. So if those two guys can stay healthy, I think we're good at the wide receiver position.
I like the depth at defensive line as well. I mean, I actually believe that what's the guy's name we got from the 49ers? I can't really think of his name off the top of my head. I just have a feeling that cat is going to have a big year this year.
Who,
defensive tackle from the 49ers.
Solomon Thomas.
He was a former third rounder. Yeah, that's his name. I have a feeling that he's going to have a pretty big season this year.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think if he plays the perfect technique that he plays, he said he liked to play the 3 technique. So he said he's more dominant at the 3 technique. And if he plays that and, he gets that suggested to Gus Bradley and he dominates, then I like it. So I like Solomon Thomas. I think before he got injured, he was one of those top guys that, could get to the quarterback when healthy. So they say he said he's past schedule. He should be ready by week 1, and I'm excited for him.
What do you think the final record's going to be at the end of the season?
I'm not making that prediction yet. We still got the draft. We still got preseason. I'm not making that prediction right now. I'm not. I usually, if anybody know me from last year, I didn't make that prediction until the draft was over.
I'm going to tell you the record is going to be 11-6. Raiders going to win their first playoff game, and then it's going to be an early exit.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. The fact that we went to the playoffs and if we go to the playoffs and we compete. If we get beat up in the playoffs, then I'm going to be pissed. But if we compete and we lose in like a heartbreaker, I'm going to be proud of my team. Because that means we played to the end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at that. My record might change, but we'll see how the draft goes, and then I can definitely analyze it and give a prediction out there.
That's what's up. I was good chopping up with you. I'll be back in the chat.
All right, man. Thank you so much for calling up. Really do appreciate it, man.
Now you got it.
All right.
Later.
All right, y'all. So that was the final caller of the day, ladies and gentlemen. That is the final caller of the day. And what's going on, Hudson Graham? Hudson Graham, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to a great show. It's been an awesome show today, man. You know, we had Melvin Barlow up here. We had Santiago up here. We had everybody up here in the chat having a great time, man. You know, and the Raiders is going to be interesting to look at. It's going to be very interesting to look at, man. Thomas played defensive end and he played out of position. He sure did. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all show mad love, because this has been a very, very great show. This is one of the best shows that I did in a long time. But if you have not gotten and have not ordered your Baby Trent Brown t-shirts, make sure you go do that. The link will be in the chat and the link will be in the description for the Baby Trent Brown t-shirts. It's been an amazing show. It's been a great show, and I loved every single bit of this show. I want to thank y'all a lot, man, because y'all are the reason why I do this every single day. Yes, I did miss Monday and Tuesday to this week, and I'm sorry about that. You can all listen, Capital Raider Los 26. You can always replay. This show will be on replay. It will be on replay. You can always go back and rewatch the show. I don't delete the show afterwards. So you can definitely go do that. But it's been a great time being with y'all, man. It's a beautiful day out here in Philadelphia. It's like 70 degrees out here. I've been having fun doing this with y'all. Mind you, it will be a live mock draft coming up this weekend. Knowing that I really don't stream on the weekends, but I'm giving y'all some love and giving y'all some content. Icy Nate, thank you so much, man. And if y'all go on my community post, the Baby Trent Brown shirts are there. The Baby Trent Brown shirts are there. Make sure y'all go check it out. Them shirts are fire, ladies and gentlemen. Those shirts are fire. Thank you so much, man. Melvin Barlow, thank you, my guy. You finally able to come up here, able to talk your stuff to me, my guy. It's all love, man. Definitely happy hour time. It's definitely happy hour time. I definitely could give that. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's the Spotlight Raiders Talk. I will see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place, same call-in show, same number. Everything will be the same. I'm out of here. Love y'all. Peace out.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg to reach that goal line.